on Osrc News at 7. Ahead next month's general elections, INEC urges Ondo State residents on PVC collection. President Buhari commissions projects in Lagos State set to depart for Senegal Conference on Agriculture tomorrow. Terrorists kill 3 persons, abduct 3 others in Niger State. And from the foreign scene, Prime Minister Netanyahu sacks senior Israeli minister over tax fraud conviction. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Osrc News at 7. My name is Timile Falade. We begin with electoral stories this evening. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has called on stakeholders to mobilize prospective voters to collect their permanent voter cards. The head of Department Voter Education Publicity in Ondo State, Mrs. Olufumike Shegun Osifeso, said the collection has now been moved to the INEC local government headquarters across the state. She enjoined Nigerians to utilize the remaining 1-week deadline for the PVC collection. Mrs. Shegun Osifeso, who commended governors for declaring work-free day for people to collect the PVC, said the low turnout in the southwest is due to last-minute approach of Nigerians. In the meantime, as part of efforts to ensure that civil servants in Ondo State participate in the next month's general election, Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has declared tomorrow as public holiday for them to get their PVCs. The public holiday would enable those who have not picked their PVCs to go to the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC offices in the various local government areas for the collection. The governor urged those who have not collected the PVCs to do so and vote for candidates of their choice in the upcoming general election in the country. Now, residents of Ondo State in the Southern Senatorial District have been urged to vote for candidates of the All Progressives Congress APC at next month's general elections. Leader of the party and governor of the state, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, at the party's Southern Senatorial Campaign rally held at the Methodist Primary School in Okitipupa, said a vote for the ruling party is a vote for a better Ondo State and Nigeria. The governor expresses happiness over the large turnout of party loyalists and faithful, appealed to the electorate to show more commitment to picking up the permanent voter card. Government House correspondent Wahab Ankoli was there for Osrc, and this report is presented from our studio.
The Methodist Primary School in Okitipupa, headquarters of Okitipupa local government area of Ondo State, was spotlighted as Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu led other eminent personalities, including top government functionaries, faithful of the All Progressives Congress APC, market women, and royal fathers, to flag off the campaign rally of the All Progressives Congress APC in the Southern Senatorial District of the state ahead next month's general elections. In the address of welcome, the party chairman in the Senatorial District, Mr. Diji Oyedele, said the party is set for victory at the polls. In their messages of goodwill, chairman of the party in the state, Ade Adetimehin, the state deputy governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, federal lawmaker, Mayowa Akinfolari, and leader of the party in the zone, Olushola Oke, urged the people to vote for all candidates of the party. Leader of the party and Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu applauded the people for their large turnout. Governor Akeredolu will canvass votes for candidates of the APC at next month's general elections, renewed the hope of the electorate of a better state and Nigeria. The governor said a vote for APC is a vote for Akeredolu. Also presented the party's flag to all the candidates of the APC in the senatorial districts. The event was also used to receive the campees from the opposition party to the ruling All Progressives Congress APC.
Now back to the INEC story on PVC collection. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has called on stakeholders to mobilize prospective voters to collect the permanent voter cards. The head of the Department, Voter Education Publicity in Ondo State, Mrs. Olufumike Shegun, commended governors for declaring work-free day for people to collect the PVCs and said the low turnout in the southwest is due to last-minute approach of Nigerians.
The time to collect from the ward level has ended. Now we are it was even extended. It was just for a week, but it was extended to 2 weeks. It's even more than 2 weeks because there was Saturday and Sunday added to it. So we expect our people to please, we are appealing to them to please go to the local government offices to collect the PVCs. So even the politicians too they have a lot of work on their hands to motivate the people, you know. Like we went to one local government. At that local government, we went to a ward, a collection center, which is very inside, and people who were just close there, they were just nearby. They didn't come to collect. Maybe they were waiting for the last minute. Our people like last minute. The low turnout, they say, if they check now, you see that it won't be low turnout anymore. More people are coming out to collect these cards. You know? So it's a gradual thing. So we can conclude that it's a low turnout after we have concluded the collection of the voters' card.
INEC head of Department Voter Education Publicity in Ondo State speaking there, Mrs. Olufumike Shegun Osifeso. Wife of All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Senator Oluremi Tinubu says her husband, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will give special consideration for youths, women and persons with disabilities. Tinubu stated this indoors at a town hall meeting organized by the APC Presidential Campaign Council PCC Special Duties Directorate to interact with stakeholders, especially ethnic nationalities in northern Nigeria. Tinubu reassured women and youths that they would have a place of pride in the administration. She said they have been holding town hall meetings to hear the views of Nigerians and what they really want from his administration. In a related development, wife of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 general elections, Hajiya Titi Abubakar, has assured Nigerians that her husband, Atiku Abubakar, would eliminate the myriad plights of Nigerians if elected in the February 25 presidential poll. Mrs. Abubakar made the remark while addressing a large crowd of PDP women members and supporters at Ikeja, Lagos. She urged them to vote for PDP presidential candidate Atiku on February 25 because he has the experience and expertise to deliver the country from the years of destruction by the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. You're still watching OSRC News at 7. We'll take a break now. Do stay with us.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? A peak protein breakfast. A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Thank you for rejoining us. You're still on to Osrc News at 7. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook Osrc TV Ondo, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. Other state governments will continue to prioritize its various empowerment programs for youths and the less privileged. The state governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu gave the assurance at the presentation of working tools to beneficiaries of the annual graduation, equipment assistance, and scholarship awards to women and youth well-being and advocacy in collaboration with Olojuola Fagbemi Scholarship Foundation in the state. Osrc reporter Zimo Ibiemi covered the event, and the report was presented from our studio.
The annual graduation, equipment assistance and scholarship award by the Women and Youth Wellbeing and Advocacy in collaboration with Olojuola Fagbemi Scholarship Foundation is an annual event which aims is to empower youths and the vulnerable in society. The event, which was held at St. John's Anglican Church, Obaile, brought together Christians from within and outside the state to join the founder, Mrs. Kushemani Kolawole, and the graduating students. The officiating minister, Venerable Makinde Oyebamiji, charged the beneficiaries to utilize the opportunity given to them. The Ondo State Governor, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, represented by his special assistant on entrepreneurship, Mr. Sumi Smart, assured beneficiaries of government's assistance in providing loans to start their businesses. Special advisor to the governor on union matters, Daru Alagbaye, appreciated the efforts of the founder and urged other wealthy Nigerians to emulate the gesture.
This is the way to go, to help and for him to assist the less privileged, those who are not able to help themselves.
Some of the beneficiaries who spoke with Osrc expressed appreciation to Mrs. Kushemani Kolawole for her hands of fellowship.
In this year 2023, she is a wonderful woman and God bless her.
Responding, the founder of the foundation, Mrs. Kushemani Kolawole, said she would not relent efforts in bringing life more bearable to the needy.
This Olojuola Fagbemi Scholarship Foundation was registered as something to immortalize my mom, who did all she could to ensure that I went to school. I thank God that this year's edition has come and has come out in a huge success, and I believe that as long as I live, I will continue to do this in memory of this one who has made me great.
No fewer than 50 persons benefited from this year's program.
To economic matters now, the Association of Bureau de Change Operators of Nigeria, APCAN, says the Naira redesign policy of the CBN has fueled the stability of the Naira at the parallel market. President APCAN Alhaji Aminu Gwodabe stated this in an interview with newsmen in Lagos. Gwodabe spoke against the backdrop of the outlook of the Naira as the January 31 deadline for the swap of the old Naira notes with the new ones approaches. The APCAN chief said the Naira had traded within a stable band of 750 Naira to the dollar since the introduction of the policy to date. Aviation workers under the aegis of the National Union of Air Transport Employees and Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, as well as Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, have suspended the strike which the unions commenced today. The Deputy General Secretary of the Association, Frances Akinjole, confirmed this to newsmen in the afternoon. He said the authorities agreed to commence negotiation of a salary issue with all the unions. Management team of Vining College of Theology, Akure, has announced a week-long program to mark the college's 106th anniversary. Rector of the institution, who is also the vicar of the Chapel of Annunciation, the Venerable Moses Adetumbi, who led the management team and students of the college to brief new pressmen at the college chapel in Akure, the state capital, said the college has produced men and women of great caliber who have impacted society positively. He said the event, which is called Feast of St. Paul's Day, is celebrated every January 25, but the institute decided to mark it in a new dimension this year. Omoriola Humbeji has details.
Vining College of Theology, Akure, initially called Girls Training Institute, was established in 1917 by church missionary, then changed to Vining College Leadership in 60s. In 1983, it was renamed Bishop Vining College of Theology and Archbishop Vining College of Theology by 1995 till now. The journey, according to the rector of the college, the Venerable Moses Adetumbi, began 106 years ago, which has birthed high-profile personalities within and outside the country, including primates and bishops, deserves to be celebrated. According to him, the one-week activities which kick-started with sanitation exercise and a visit to the palace of Deji of Akure, Obalade Toyinbo Alade Lucy, will continue with Carnival Street awareness on the existence of the college in the state capital.
While we are celebrating, we remember those who are in captivity. So we will go there at a local time. And when we return from there, the team will move to motherless babies' homes to go and present gifts to them.
He stressed further that Okemesho, where the college is situated, will also benefit from the medical mission and lecture on stress management.
They will come into this college and a group of medical personnel, medical doctors, nurses, and paramedical people will attend to them. They will check their health status, they will administer drugs onto them so that we can also contribute to their life.
The Venerable Adetumbi also informed that aside alumni reunion and annual congress on Wednesday, 25th January, eminent personalities who have contributed to the growth of the college in one way or the other would be honored.
We are going to have 3-in-1 ceremony by 8:30 a.m. at ultra-modern office complex, which we call Centenary House, which is going to house the Senate building of this college. The foundation was laid on June 8, 2016, precisely 6 years ago, or 7 years ago. And it will be dedicated by His Grace, the Most Reverend Simeon Oluwole Borokini, PhD, Ife, the Bishop of Akure, who is the Archbishop of Ondo Province, and our Chairman of Board of Governors.
The one-week event will climax on Sunday with Thanksgiving service at the Chapel of Annunciation, Vining College, Akure. Omoriola Humbeji OSRC News.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has warned Nigerians against excessive fasting on religious grounds, stating it can destroy the kidney. The Director General of the agency, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, who stated this in Abuja during a briefing, urged Nigerians to fast with common sense or pay with their kidneys, while also urging Nigerians to desist from patronizing hawkers and street corner sellers of medicines. Adeyeye said she does not know how many people have died in the country due to substandard medicines and unwholesome foods, which causes kidney failure, liver damage, among others. President Muhammadu Buhari is in Lagos on a 2-day visit for what the state government called Lagos Festival of Projects Commissioning. The president was received by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, and members of the State Executive Council. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji, his Ogun State counterpart Dapo Abiodun, and former Governor of Ekiti State Kayode Fayemi, service chiefs, stalwarts of the All Progressives Congress (APC), among others, also received the president. President Buhari was welcomed at the presidential wing of Lagos Airport with pomp and pageantry by the Lagos State Cultural Troupe. He inspected the guard of honor at the parade ground before he flew out of the airport in a helicopter for commissioning of projects in some parts of Lagos State. The projects commissioned by President Buhari include Lekki Deep Sea Port, Lagos Rice Mill, Imota, among others. In the meantime, President Buhari will depart Lagos for Senegal tomorrow, where he will attend the second edition of the Dakar International Conference on Agriculture. The high-level Dakar 2 summit, hosted by President Macky Sall of Senegal and the chairperson of the African Union, is holding under the theme Feeding Africa, Food Sovereignty and Resilience. The conference, which seeks to create favorable conditions towards achieving food security in Africa, is conveyed jointly by the government of Senegal and the African Development Bank. There will also be side meetings to discuss agreements on the delivery of food and agricultural products in some countries, including Nigeria. To crime issues now, our Chief Magistrate, Mr. Kamsid Badeyon, has ordered that an Islamic cleric, Muhammad Murtala, and his accomplice, Olajumoke Fafemi, be remanded at the Federal Correctional Center, Madala Ilori, Kwara State, till the 2nd of next month. The two accused persons were arraigned at the Chief Magistrate Court sitting in Ilori on 5 counts of criminal conspiracy, breach of trust, trespass, theft, and obtaining money under false pretense. The prosecution alleged that the two accused persons defrauded a woman, Muslim Mat Fagbemi, of the sum of 300,000 naira, which they obtained fraudulently under the pretext of curing her of an ailment. The prosecution also alleged that the accused persons stole the gold jewelry belonging to the victim, which they claimed was contaminated by evil spirits. In the meantime, terrorists have killed 3 persons and abducted another 3 in an attack on Kutu town in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The council chairman, Akilu Kuta, however, escaped being abducted when the terrorists stormed some communities surrounding Kutu town. It was gathered that the council bus was en route to Mina via Egua Kuta road when it narrowly escaped the attack, with Niger All Progressives Congress Assistant Youth Leader Suleiman Saidu Kalkogo reports saying that vehicles were badly damaged from gun bullets. Still on crime, the Commissioner of Police in Plateau State, Mr. Bartholomew Oyeka, has paraded 6 suspects allegedly linked to different crimes in the state. Oyeka, who paraded them at the command headquarters in Jos, also announced the rescue of a kidnapped victim before newsmen. The police chief noted that some of the suspects were involved in illegal possession of firearms, car theft, among others. He said the suspects had made useful statements that would aid the arrest of some fleeing suspects, adding that the suspects would be arrested and brought to face the wrath of the law. Burkina Faso's asked France to move its troops out of the country within a month. The Foreign Ministry letter sent to the French authority last Wednesday ends the 2018 agreement under which French troops were stationed there and set a deadline of a month for the departure. Asked about the letter, the French President's office said it was still waiting for confirmation of the Burkinabe position at the highest level. Still on the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is dismissed as senior minister from office, complying with the Supreme Court ruling amid a deepening rift over the power of the court. Netanyahu announced it was firing Aryeh Deri, who served as Interior and Health Minister at a meeting of the Cabinet of Israel. Israel's Supreme Court decided last week that Deri could not serve as a cabinet minister because of a conviction last year over tax offenses. Deri, the leader of the ultra-Orthodox Jewish party Shas, was appointed to Netanyahu's cabinet last month after Israel's November elections. The Supreme Court ruled that the Prime Minister must remove Deri from his position, citing his 2022 plea bargain conviction for tax fraud. Before we go tonight, let's take another look at the major stories. Ahead next month's general elections, INEC has urged Ondo State residents on PVC collection. President Buhari has commissioned projects in Lagos State as he sets the path for Senegal Conference on Agriculture tomorrow. We told you that terrorists killed 3 persons and abducted 3 others in Niger State. And from the foreign scene, we brought to you that Prime Minister Netanyahu has sacked senior Israeli minister over tax fraud conviction. And that's the news tonight. Thank you for watching.